of State John Kerry. I don't know if you've seen this. Please watch your screen carefully. He was talking earlier about the Charlie Hebdo hit in Paris. Remember the newspaper that had published a satirical cartoon, and they have a track record of doing that, as many newspapers across Europe do, that the Muslim world did not like. And here's what Kerry said. We'll talk about it. Watch.
There's something different about what happened from Charlie Hebdo, and I think everybody would feel that. There was a sort of particularized focus and perhaps even a legitimacy in terms of, not a legitimacy, but a rationale that you could attach yourself to somehow and say, okay, they're really angry because of this or that.
We're going to have to give him a thesaurus. He went from legitimacy to rationale. That didn't really help him out much. You're shaking your head really hard.
When I first saw this, I almost threw coffee at my television and said, how dare you? How dare you say that about these people? How dare you say that any terrorist anywhere had legitimacy? These are barbarians. They're monsters. They want to kill our way of life. They want to kill the European way of life, all Western civilization. What is wrong with you? Going in a foreign country after a terrorist attack and saying that? It's embarrassing. I don't know what's happening to our country right now.
You know what it reminded me of? The cartoon that the administration floated out after the Benghazi attacks on our U.S. consulate in Libya. The cartoon. So I guess that would have been justification had only that rally actually been true and had happened to spark what happened against our men. But then now the cartoon, that it was the victim's fault, the newspaper's fault, the satirical newspaper's fault.
Well, we've heard this language from the White House before. I mean, President Obama gave a speech at the UN where he said that the future must not belong to those who slander the prophet of Islam. I mean, that is the progressive mentality. It's the progressive ideology. And when things get really dangerous, like they are now, it is on full display for the world to see. I mean, look, I don't take anything that John Kerry says. I mean, the man owns a yacht named the Scaramouche that he doesn't pay taxes on. So he's not really a serious person to begin with. But the danger is the blame America first rhetoric. And that's what we hear time and again. I mean, this is a president that didn't even go to Paris. And you mentioned the CIA. The first thing that he did was try and prosecute those CIA officers when he came into office. I mean, we shouldn't keep calling them leftists. The right direction is really backwards.
And remember that arm